at you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video we are moving my son to Indiana to start his new job. Moving during COVID is a little stressful, but today I'm going to share with you some of the steps that we took to keep us all safe on our trip and to get him set up in his new home safely. Actually, all three of our sons have moved during COVID, and we learned a few things about keeping our distance and lowering our risk. One of the big things that we did was we moved ourselves. We rented a 15-foot U-Haul truck that we loaded, and my husband and I drove to Indiana. Not hiring a moving company saved us money and limited our exposure on both ends of the trip. These trucks are pretty easy to drive. They are a little bit noisy, but pretty comfortable for, the 10-hour trip that we had ahead of us. One of the other things that we did was be sure that we had everything that we needed at the start of our trip. What we didn't already have furniture-wise, we purchased at IKEA before we left, and we made sure that we had all the tools necessary with us to put everything together when we arrived. We ended up purchasing several pieces at IKEA, including a bed frame, a table, and 4 chairs. Of course, everything there comes flat in a box, so it was really easy to pack it up in the back of the truck. One of the last buckets we put on the truck for easier access is my container full of cleaning supplies. In there I have paper towels, glove, masks, a new toilet seat, and these Lysol and Clorox products. Although I am a big fan of natural cleaners, during the pandemic I have gone back fully to my stronger disinfectants, especially to clean a new apartment and to wipe down our hotel rooms. These Clorox wipes are excellent for all kinds of cleaning, especially in the bathrooms and the kitchen. I use these wipes to wipe down the countertops, inside of the cabinets and drawers, the refrigerator, and all around the bathroom. I use a Lysol spray on all of the doorknobs, light switches, cabinet door handles, closet door knobs, and window locks. Anything that, is a little difficult to clean, I just spray it on and I let it dry. I also use it inside of our hotel room as well, on all the knobs and switches that are touched so frequently. This liquid Lysol is what I use now to clean the kitchen floors and the bathroom floors. I just follow the directions on the back and add the appropriate amount to a big bucket of water. The mop that I have been using has a microfiber cloth on it that, once it's used, can be thrown in the washer. So we are taking 2 vehicles on our trip. My husband and I are going to be in the moving truck, and my son and daughter will be in his car. So I have some disinfecting supplies for each vehicle. I just have them put together in a Ziploc bag that is just easy to throw, in the back seat to clean up after we have a bathroom or gas stop. Inside the bags, I have individual disinfecting sprays, a bunch of rubber gloves, and individual hand sanitizers. I thought this would be a good idea to have on hand to be able to, stick in your pocket when you run into the rest stop in case the facilities there are not as clean as you would want them to be. Sometimes you don't really have great choices when you need to stop for gas or to use the bathroom. I also have large hand sanitizers for each car. I got these on Amazon, and they work out really well because they fit right into your cup holder so that they don't spill over or you can't find them, and they're right there as you get in and out of the car. Also packing some hand soap and hand towels for when we get to my son's new apartment so that we can wash up and get started, unloading or whatever we need to do. I also have a small bag of Tide Pods in case we would need to wash any of our outerwear or anything that got dirty along the way. So as far as food goes, a few days before we left on our trip, I made a bunch of meals to freeze so that we can pack them up in coolers and take them with us for my son's freezer. Here I made some taco soup, which is one of his favorites, that I'm going to divide and freeze for him. I already have in the freezer some pumpkin bread, meatballs, spaghetti sauce, and chili, those kinds of things that I can put in his freezer when we get there. It will be like those buffer meals for him until he can get out and get a full order of groceries. For the road trip, I have a bunch of sandwiches that I have already made and is in the refrigerator so that we can pack them up in the cooler before we leave so we don't have to stop for food. I also have a bunch of snacks packed for each car. We have things like, like Chex Mix and peanut butter crackers, granola bars. We have some bagels for the morning with little containers of cream cheese. I have some hard candy, M&Ms, Oreos, and chips. We also have water, soda, and juices packed in coolers for each car. I just wanted to make sure that we have enough things, that salty and sweet snacks, so that we wouldn't feel like we had to stop for something along the way. For each car, I also have a large Ziploc bag full of clean masks and another large Ziploc bag for the dirty ones. We usually wear reusable cloth masks that are machine washable. This way, if we need to, we can just throw them in the washing machine before we leave so that we can have clean ones for the ride home. As I'm getting ready for our trip, I thought it would be a good time to do what's in my bag. I haven't really done one of these videos in such a long time because mostly I'm not really carrying my really good leather bags because I think you're limited on what you can use to sterilize them and keep them clean. And also I'm really not going anywhere. And when I do go into the store, it's usually just Target or the grocery store, and I want to wear like a cross-body bag, but yet have all of my extra things that I want to keep with me. This is the little bag that I have been using. I found this on Amazon. It is by Lug, L-U-G, and I will leave links to it down below for you guys, but I love this bag. It is a fabric bag. It has just a ton of pockets. And this is the bag that I used to use like when we would go on, little hikes or someplace where I needed to have my hands free. But I have found that I have used this so much in the last couple months just because it is so convenient and it holds so many things. So I went ahead and I put you guys on the tripod just so that you can see a little bit better. So like I said, this bag has a ton of pockets in it. So in this front pocket here is where I keep my wallet, and this is also a Lug wallet that I got on Amazon, and this is one of those little keys that you can use for any of the keypads like in the stores and everything, so you don't have to touch it with your hand. You can use it to open doors and things like that. So this is my wallet. Now inside this big pocket here, you could probably just use it as a wallet in itself because it has a clear pocket and different slots that you can use for credit cards. But I'm just somebody, I like to carry an actual wallet. I love this one because it zips closed to keep everything inside, and it also has a zippered coin purse on the back. Then it has this really cool pocket right here that I put my cell phone in. It has a magnet closure so that you know that once it's closed, it's secure. And it's a really good size, and even my big phone that I have fits pretty well in there. It has a double zipper here, which I like a lot. I know that some people, when they travel like something like this, they can put a little lock on this to keep it really secure. Now these zippers open all the way down so that the main compartment opens nice and big so that you can, hunt around in here and find what you're looking for. So on this side, it has a clear pocket, and in here I have like my little tape measure that I always carry with me. I have a pen, I have a lip liner, and my favorite lipstick. I also have my trusty rosary beads that I carry with me wherever I go. I have done that my whole life. I think it's, left over from Catholic school. I never leave the house with that one. And then down here at the bottom, it has two elasticized pockets that really hold on to things really well. So in this one, I have a spray Purell which I've always carried with me. And then on this side, I have a little tin of Altoids that has a bunch of like Tic Tacs and different little candies in there for the road. So in the main compartment of the purse, I just have like 2 different containers here. I have one for my sunglasses, but I always have those with me. And then I have a zippered case that just has, you know, a few essentials in there. I have like a comb. I have an eyeliner, because to me, eyeliner is essential. I have a couple little makeup wipes, and I think I have a little blush in here. So those are just a few of the things that I'm taking along with me. I don't need too much for this trip. Then on the other side, as you can see, it has a zippered compartment, and it also has another one of those elasticized pockets. In this one, I always carry a small bag with me, zippered bag, to use at the hotel to put all my jewelry in every night. And I always tuck it in my bag just to make sure, should something happen, we have to get, you know, exit pretty quickly, I know that I have all my important things with me. And then in this back zippered part here, I have, you know, some personal items. I have an extra cloth mask. And I have a little Ziploc bag here that has some gloves in it, rubber gloves, plastic gloves. I have a hairspray, and I have a little can of Lysol that I have been carrying with me pretty much everywhere I go as well. And on the back, it just has one big pocket back here, and here I have a little baggie that has Band-Aids and Neosporin. Something like this always comes in handy. I use it all the time. And I have a little zippered pouch here that has some Motrin in it. I have some Excedrin, and I think I have some sinus medication and a couple little blister bandages in there. So that is everything that I am carrying in my Lug Ranger bag. I'll put links to this bag down below for you. I really do recommend it, especially during these COVID days. This is just one of those bags that you can toss in the washing machine and know that it is clean and ready to go. So with that, we are ready to hit the road and get to Indiana. You know, traveling during a pandemic is stressful, but sometimes it is necessary. I feel confident that we have taken as many precautions as we can to keep ourselves safe, and my best advice is to stay calm, do the best you can, and when you get home, quarantine yourself and family for 2 weeks to be sure that everyone is healthy before you enter back into your community. My boy is all moved in and starts his new job this week. We are all so excited for him. You know, it's always hard to send your kids out into the world, especially during these times, but it does make me so happy to see them follow their dreams and get started on their lives. So thank you all so much for watching today. Please join our community over on Instagram and Facebook at My Bashful Life. Don't forget to subscribe. I have some really great organizing, DIY, and decor videos coming up in the next couple weeks, and I wouldn't want you to miss them. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling just loving